alive. He's going to be in a good situation, just taking some pot shots at that Nexus here. Going to pick him up, shuttling these Reavers. JF, you are good. Oh my gosh. Nice micro. He does lose that one Reaver, getting a little greedy though. Not sure if this is completely worth it, but he's just showing off. He's like, ladies and gentlemen, watch this Reaver micro. I am this good ×2. We do see the 5th gate here from Datoby. And JF, is he still off 2 gates? He is still off 2 gates. He's actually going to take his natural expo and save that island for later on. I like the move, actually. The natural is going to be pretty easy to defend now since he has those Reavers. He's going to continue to put pressure on. JF, you are ballsy, man. But really, he did lose a lot of probes, but I don't know exactly if he's caught up economically quite yet, just because of how early his natural was compared to JF. He is taking a couple more shots. These goons moving in. JF is showing us some nice Reaver microing him back. Datoby has to bring probes off. He could be in some trouble right now. JF's Reaver micro is that good. He is taking more probes out here. He's going to have to back off here. He's going to fly away the shuttle, but no, he is not done. He's dropping these Reavers. He wants these goons dead. And he is showing us quite how good he is with this Reaver micro here. And oh, he's got to be careful though. Losing these Reavers would be a huge mistake. He loses both. Getting a little greedy there with that Reaver control. And JF has lost both Reavers here. He is producing more Reavers. It looks like he's going to produce non-stop Reavers. When you have his kind of Reaver micro, can you really blame him? This Nexus is warping in. The probes at the natural is pretty limited for Datoby. But I still feel economically he's not in a bad... I think he's still winning economically. I just don't know if all the early harassment and how much earlier the natural was. JF still, natural is still not running, and he's going to have to give up the high ground here. He needs to keep this natural. He should be able to fairly easy with the help of a Reaver that is about to pop out. Nice micro here from both players. JF might lose this battle, though. He's going to have to hold up the ramp. And this is a time for Datoby to take some shots on that Nexus here. He can't really move up the ramp, but it is a time to mark your territory a little bit, I guess you could say here. And this Reaver's going to pop out, and that should be enough for Datoby, or for JF to clear it out. But Datoby with more reinforcements on the way. I mean, as I said, he is pumping out of 5 gateways compared to only 2 of JF's here. And oh my gosh, my voice is hurting, guys. I'm out of shape. I'm out of shape. We do have, here we go, we have Datoby moving in with the help of this Reaver. JF should be able to hold this off fairly well, but he is targeting that Reaver, picks it up, perfect timing by JF. JF keeping this Reaver alive as long as possible. He knows this is the key to holding off this attack, and he's going to barely lose it, but with the help of this Reaver, it looks like he's gonna hold it off. And oh my gosh, a normal guy's Reaver micro. JF is really quick with picking that Reaver up and dropping it off in the shuttle and showing us quite how good he is with that Reaver. But Datoby is not done sending reinforcements. He knows he can keep the pressure on because he is running off of 5 gates. JF, where are your other gateways? He is continuing to pump those Reavers with his Reaver control. I feel he could maybe get another gate or 2 pretty soon though, and he is gonna lose 1 Reaver. Oh no, he picks it up. Sorry, I didn't miss that. He is going to keep 2 Reavers alive, and there we go. There's 1 dead, though. He's going to lose 1, but he's going to hold off these attacks, and he is non-stop producing Reavers here. Another attack coming in here from JF, or from Datoby, and JF's going to be able to hold this off, though, fairly easy here with the help of these probes. And Datoby is not done sending reinforcements. I feel he should gather up and send in a force of 12 instead of 3 at a time here. But really, JF, he is just waiting on that Reaver. He is barely holding off these attacks with the Reaver here. Here's a 5 goons to 1 here. JF's going to have to pull some probes, but with the help of this Reaver, he should be able to hold this off without too many probe deaths here. And there's 1 shot, takes out 2 goons. There's another. And JF's going to hold this off without too much of a problem here. And that's a good thing for JF here, I feel. We do see JF with the Reaver. Wow, some guy's coming in my front door. He probably sees me yelling at my microphone through my window. Anyways, JF, Datoby with more reinforcements, just keeping the pressure on. We are seeing the 3rd gate and the 4th gate from JF. I feel those are much needed to keep up with the production of his opponent. We do see Datoby going to the top left. I would expect nothing but an expansion up there. We see the 6th gate going down for Datoby, as well as the Citadel here. We're going to probably see some high Templar tech come out here. Maybe some DTs come into play. I'm considering that either players have made like no observers. Anyways, JF has 2 Reavers and a couple goons. He's going to be able to hold his defense momentarily, but I don't know if defense is really what JF wants to be doing right now. With Datoby's 3rd going up, JF's got to be thinking to put on pressure. Obviously, he's in a tough situation, though. He has his Island 3rd going up, and really, with Datoby not producing any Reavers, this is going to be a pretty easy expansion for JF to hold. Obviously, Storm drops or DT drops or something could come into play later game, but really, Island expansions, if your opponent doesn't get a Reaver, are pretty easy to hold. We do see an Observer coming out here for JF, finally an Observer, and Datoby is in a pretty decent situation here. I think he can hold this and just hold those 3 bases. Economically, he's comfortable, but he can't let the Reaver count get out of control. JF is only going to produce those 2 here, probably just keep it 2. I would expect him to try to harass, but he really can't harass. He's in a tough situation because he doesn't have enough to harass and defend. Usually, or he could leave maybe 1 Reaver at home and try to do some harassment, but the pure number of goons, a counterattack could be a very, very scary thing here for JF to face. And we do see a couple of probes being transferred, all 8 probes here, and I'm going to be able to get that expansion up and running, so at least he's getting the 3rd the same up with Datoby. JF knows this 3rd. I'm not sure if Datoby knows about JF's 3rd, but I'm sure he's thinking about the island expansion, obviously leaving that as a possibility here, but Datoby's 3rd is up and running here. We did see the Observer see it. JF knows exactly what he's going against, but the pure number of gates, the pure number of goons is a pretty scary force that Datoby has right now. I'm not exactly sure. I think he might just be able to hold this defend the 3rd, or is he going to try to push in and put some pressure on? Either one would be a smart move. We do see the Citadel up, so we are going to see some legs come into play with a couple Zealots here. We haven't actually seen Zealots, but they're pretty useful armor. They're a pretty useful unit, actually. That's what I hear. We do see Datoby coming in here. He's going to check the ground of his opponent here, but I don't know if he should. He should wait until all his units are in here. He's going to be able to put some pressure on JF down to 1 Reaver. This is going to be a close one. A lot of Zealots should be able to get right in on those goons. JF coming out with the 2nd Reaver and the shuttle microing beautifully. He's going to have to micro even better, though. He almost loses it. He does lose that 1 Reaver here, and JF is in a bit of trouble. Is he have another Reaver on the way? He does have another Reaver on the way, but this is going to be a very hard attack to hold off. He's getting a couple shots with this Reaver with the help of probes, though, if it needed to be. But no, Datoby is going to back off here, and wow, JF's defense is that good, showing us a little Flash-style defense, actually. I mean, really, he is holding pretty well, and that's what Reavers can do. Reavers are very good at defense and harassing, but I say their offensive game there, I mean, unless you're doing slow marches across the field, obviously, they need the help of the shuttle to be at all productive here. We do see the Observer come back over here. Are we going to see... We do see the shuttle come in and get sniped! The shuttle has got sniped here by Datoby. Datoby, quick reaction, sees that Observer, realizes what's up, and actually snipes that shuttle, and a little bit of positioning error by... for actually great positioning by Datoby to have those goons there, and JF just flew right over that. Big a mistake there. By JF, and losing that's gonna hurt. He's gonna have to make. He has Reavers now, but he's gonna have to make another shuttle. And yeah, that was weird. I think that's the 2nd shuttle. He's only lost 1 shuttle that whole time. And jeez, JF, you crazy man. Both players' mains are about mined out. This is when the 3rds come at a huge play. No one has really harassed the 3rd. It's all been action on JF's front door, non-stop action. We do see some more probes transferring here. And, I mean, JF only has those 8 probes from the shuttle here, and he's had to use those shuttles for Reaver harassment. I was expecting him to transfer more probes. Oh, maybe not. No, he's going to go harass with this Reaver here. JF is not done. His goons are out of position here, but he has no Reaver support at his main. He comes back with the shuttle. He knows he has to get a couple good hits off with this Reaver. Looks like he's going to do just that. JF should be able to hold this off decently well, I'd have to say. I mean, his numbers aren't too behind, but these Zealots are going to be able to do some damage here. JF's going to have to do more Reaver micro here, but that shuttle only has 1 hit, so he's not really able to micro that Reaver, and he's going to lose that shuttle, but he's going to have enough to hold that off, and that's really the big thing. He can always make more shuttles. And let's see, he's pumping off 6 gates now, and we do see 7 gates for Datoby. We could see a few more go down now that he has that 3rd base up. JF obviously off fewer gates because he has constantly been producing Reavers. I mean, really, he has been producing Reavers non-stop. They're like pro production here. By now, definitely both players have cut pro production, obviously. And I don't know if we're even going to see both players get a 4th. I don't know. JF's really in a tough situation right now. He wants to harass, but he just has to use those Reavers as defense. And every time he tries to harass, Datoby puts pressure on his front door and makes him go on the defense. If he's going to lose that Observer, that actually hurts. JF doesn't want to spend the time to make Observers. He wants to pump Reavers. So Observers are pretty limited here. We do see we are seeing him scout for. Oh, he's actually expanding. No, he's putting a pylon down and going to see exactly where JF is expanding. I would think he knows JF's get out there just because of his Reaver production and his unit production, but I mean, he probably knows he has the island. He hasn't been able to get an Observer over there, doesn't look like. We have the 2nd, 3rd gas up for JF, not quite for Datoby. JF needs it, though, for those Reavers and all the goons he's been producing. Oh, upgrades. Hold on one second. Oh, so Oh, never mind. So really, this observer finally going to see the island expansion. I don't think there's going to be a big surprise here for Datoby. JF has a pretty good sized army though, with some